And I just got pepper sprayed by a person in the crowd.
So you had non-lethal, but you didn't respond.
We don't have non-lethal.
So you guys are full on ready to defend the property.
Yes, we are. Now, if I can ask, can you guys step back?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival. Glad to see you guys again for another video. The other day I was talking about they were trying to silence us, trying to silence me, my channel. They want lawlessness to be the only, and evil to be the only voice heard right now. Please like and comment, help me beat the shadow ban algorithm. Some of my friends have even told me they were unsubbed for me this week. And a lot of guys said they were not showing up in the notifications that my videos were getting posted. Over the past few months, since I've kind of been doing these type of videos, talking about the civil unrest, civil war, things like that as it goes along, I keep seeing people say, oh, you have no idea what you're talking about, this and that. But from week to week, you see the things I say in videos are happening every week. Like I'm telling the future, right? I'm not saying that from a boastful position. What I'm saying is that unless you live under a rock, you're going to see how the United States is crumbling before our eyes, and it's only going to get worse. I said the other week in the Should We Fight video, I think last Sunday, that you got to do something that's going to cause actual change. Going out fighting your local Antifa like the radical Proud Boys did last week in Portland. They lined up like Braveheart and fought each other. What happened? Nothing. It caused no change. People just drove home with butt whoopings, you know. It did not cause actual change. It's a waste of time and waste of possibly going to jail, getting severely injured. I also talked about, and this goes for Kyle Rittenhouse, in the Should We Fight video, I said, you and your buddies will get gunned up. Go watch the video. You and your buddies will get gunned up. You're either going to be killed or put in prison. We got young Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old, now facing first-degree murder charges, right? That's exactly what happened last night, what I said. So last night, Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old child, felt like he had to go protect his community because the police and the elected officials failed to do so. A 17-year-old felt that it was his responsibility to go try to protect his community. Let that sink in for a second. Because the people, that's their job, were not doing it. In this situation, there was already a curfew in place, right? So all these people out in the streets at this point in time were criminals or breaking the law. They were out there destroying property without any kind of repercussions. So lawlessness, just doing whatever we want, destroying property, businesses, car dealerships, setting things on fire, and no repercussions of actions, right? So the evil and lawless people can prevail, whereas the people that want to stop that go to jail. So I've got the whole video that's been pieced together by someone on my Instagram post, on my Instagram story. So you can go check that out. It's labeled sensitive content, so you got to click a little thing to see it. But it's got the whole breakdown of the entire kind of escalation of the situation of the Kyle Rittenhouse. So you can go check that out and see how everything kind of transpired. So there's not a lot of footage, so you can't, I can't really say what happened, but a dude threw a Molotov cocktail at Kevin Rittenhouse. He charged him, and that's kind of all you see because it's kind of in a distance. And the next thing is that dude's laying on the ground with a round through the skull. So that one, the other one where he's getting attacked, that's a self-defense. I think it's pretty clean, cut situation. Police, law enforcement, all across the country. I know a lot of guys that are police and law enforcement watch me. You're going to have to take a stand. This is your job, to protect your community, right? And I know it's hard because you got to follow your rules, but you need to let your leadership know that you will not stand by and let your cities be destroyed. And if you're in upper management in the police hierarchy, you need to go tell your elected officials that you will not stand for it. You're not going to sit back and watch your cities get destroyed and let this lawlessness take place for political propaganda. So make sure to know that you will not attack people or arrest people that are protecting themselves or their property. We've already seen that happen where the couple are trying to protect their house out in the front yard with firearms, and they're getting charges placed on them and their weapons taken. You are in a position to do something. If you stand silent and continue to allow these things to happen, you're pretty much stamping a seal of approval on this lawless and anarchy that's happening. It's very evident in a lot of these towns and cities that the politicians want these things to happen. To all you patriots that I've already spoken to numerous times, know that if you carry a weapon, it's a possibility you'll have to use it. Know you may have to pay the price by being arrested and spend a lifetime in prison. If you're not willing to use it, you need to leave it at home, because a gang of guys could jump you and take it. The other thing is that you really need to be competent in a weapon. Using it and familiarization. Kyle Rittenhouse, if you watch the video, he actually had a malfunction and he cleared it while he was on the ground getting hit in the head by a skateboard and kicked. So he was very familiar, and he obviously had some form of training. So it's super important that you know how to use your firearm and be able to use it under stress. And that don't mean shooting paper targets at your local shooting range. Grandmaster J. Look, I get it. I'm extremely upset too when I watch these things. I see the same videos of the hate and lawlessness and evil. And at that moment, I do feel like getting my gear and go giving them all the hell they can handle. But I know that will be only short-lived satisfaction. I have to live with the lifelong consequences for those actions. Again, these places will eventually implode or be destroyed because they're losing all their infrastructure, all their stores, gas stations, jobs, these sort of things. And I understand wanting to protect other people's property. I get it. I'm totally down. I feel the same way. But at the end of the day, the only thing's worth risking your life or spending a life in prison is your family, right? So stay home, protect your family and your home. People that are supposed to protect the communities in the streets needs to go do that and stop allowing their hands to be tied. I'm going to try to convince you to believe what I believe, and I don't care what your political party is, your affiliation. What we can or should agree on is that we love America. We love the freedom that we have here. We respect the men and women that have given their lives so we can have this freedom and enjoy it, and for our lifestyles and our ideologies here. We are against evil and lawlessness here, and we should all agree on that. We're against oppression, murder, and property destruction, no matter what color your skin is. Our flag, our national anthem, our country, this is what we have in common. This is the only thing that binds us as people. And if you don't feel that way, you are part of the problem. Start calling your elected officials every day. Demand that they stop these type of acts, or they won't be returning to office. Businesses, don't set up businesses in these areas that are fine with this lawlessness and anarchy and destruction of property. Don't provide economic support through taxes to these people and these officials. Move and pay them somewhere else. Let these cities and towns' infrastructure collapse. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'll keep you posted as things keep happening. Things will obviously keep happening. It's a snowball, and things are only going to get worse. So, just do me a favor again, like and comment, and let me know your thoughts on this situation, things I've said in this video. And if you live in this area, let us know a kind of a status report or any of these other areas where this kind of lawlessness have been happening. So anyhow, guys, I do appreciate your support, and as always, thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.